CNBC आवाज प्रस्तुत करता है क्रिप्टो कॉर्नर पावर्ड बाय बाइनेंस।
नमस्कार, क्रिप्टो कॉर्नर में आज हमारे साथ जुड़ रहे हैं सोलाना फाउंडेशन के चीफ प्रोडक्ट ऑफिसर विभू नॉर्बी। विभू नमस्कार, शुक्रिया हमारे साथ जुड़ने के लिए। डेटा दिखाता है कि सोलाना roughly settled $650 billion in stablecoin volume earlier this year. It has captured a massive chunk of AI agent payment activity. How much of this is actual retail commerce?
Well, we've seen a huge uplift on what we call agentic commerce. These are people interacting with their Claude or their OpenAI bots and asking them to do things. Recently, we rolled out a product called pehla, which is a way for people to pay for anything with their AI agents. So imagine booking a flight or reserving a table at a restaurant. These are all now possible with stablecoins on Solana.
Vibhu, also, when you look at the overall volumes that we have seen in sense of real-world asset tokenization, they seem to have grown from nearly $800 million to $3 billion. That is the number that I have. So what is driving this? Treasuries, private credit, or commodities?
Yeah, actually, now more than 4 billion as of yesterday. We've seen huge growth. We've been consistently in the top, blockchains on that side. We're kind of seeing everything. I think what's happening in tokenization is pretty interesting. You're seeing treasuries and private credit funds from some of the biggest institutions in the world, all the way down to exotic long tail assets. We recently had a startup on Solana deploying tokenized dinosaur fossils. We've seen a huge boom in Pokemon cards on chain. So there's a lot happening. It's not just those kind of traditional financial vessels, but we're also seeing many new things on chain.
Vibhu, also India is one of the largest Web3 developer pools in the world. What specific localized grant programs or regulatory sandboxes are you deploying for India?
Yeah, that's a great question. So India is a huge part of our talent base. We have many founders located all over India. In fact, Super Team, which was founded in India as a way for folks that maybe have struggled to access global markets, giving them the keys to success there. So yeah, we've been, I think our India community must be over 1,000 entrepreneurs strong today. And there we're providing funding. It's the most important thing. And these days with AI, you can build anything. Anyone can kind of build anything and get it out there. So it's not just about funding, it's also about finding a global audience. And Solana really accelerates the trajectory of these companies by putting them all over the world. We distribute them into applications where people can find their products. We feature them all over our social media accounts, which have millions of followers, and we help them source content creators to kind of spread the message. So we really do take it seriously to take your startup wherever it is in the world and put it on a global stage.
Finally, how can Solana's tokenization rails bridge the gap for Indian enterprises seeking offshore private credit without breaking local compliance rules?
Well, this is the beautiful thing about crypto networks. They're global. They are what we call permissionless. As long as you can get money into crypto in the form of a stable coin, you have access to global capital markets now by default. And those markets are really liquid today. You can access borrow-lend markets. You can access those private credit via vessels or treasuries. You can access fixed yield now. I think the story of crypto is really about making finance truly global and borderless, and Solana is really number one there.
विभू, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग इन। तो ये सोलाना फाउंडेशन का कहना है कि काफ़ी सारे लोग भारत में ऑलरेडी उनके साथ काम कर रहे हैं जहां तक क्रिप्टो की बात है, और क्योंकि ये परमिशनलेस है, बॉर्डरलेस है, तो ग्लोबल वॉलेट के तौर पर इसका इस्तेमाल काफ़ी बेहतरीन तरीके से फ़िलहाल किया जा रहा है। लेकिन इसी के साथ फ़िलहाल इस कार्यक्रम में इतना ही समय है, लेकिन आप बने रहिए हमारे साथ CNBC आवाज़ पर।
CNBC आवाज प्रस्तुत करता है क्रिप्टो कोना पावर्ड बाय बाइनेंस।